I'm broken system, broken trust, and I approve this message.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
All right, guys, what is up? This is going to be an odd video. Kinda. So I got this from Colin. Me and Colin were talking about this since he live streamed this 4 or 5 days ago. This is the original Eric Martin arrest that I believe caused all of his charges. And it wasn't even an actual moped. It was more like a motorcycle that was moped-ish. But let me just throw it on screen and we'll talk about it for a second. So, like I said, me and Colin have been talking about this for a few days. He sent me the original copy because his original copy, let me see, actually. Erica, it's doing it again. You're not showing up on Restream, but you're showing up in the chat. How you doing? Colin sent me this. His version he live streamed was terrible. He tried to remove the background noise because it's on the highway. We were talking back and forth. I'm like, hey, shoot me a copy. I'll run it through my program, put it through a voice enhancer, background noise remover, blah, blah, blah. So he did his version, which we're going to watch, and we're going to watch it because my version was also bad. His version, apparently Eric Martin, if you put a background remover on his video, whatever program you use, likes to think Eric Martin is hardcore Italian. So the officer's voice sounded even better, but then Eric Martin sounded like he was Italian in some versions. In one of my versions, I knocked out where I used both the voice enhancer and the background remover. Officer sounded great. Eric Martin, however, sounded like he was the teacher from Charlie Brown. So I'm like, okay, looks like we're going with Colin's version. If you guys want to, you're not blocked. I can see you on YouTube. It's just weird that I can't see you on Restream for whatever reason. But yeah, I pinned the comment. I got a lot going on at 12 o'clock for some reason. I have a short coming out on the main channel. I have this live stream. And if you guys looked at the pinned comment, that's my third channel. I just had a short come out on that at noon as I was going live. It decided to throw up a notification saying, hey, you have this short coming out. Shane Stump Criminals, how you doing? So right now, I don't know who's in chat on there. On Restream, I have Lord Crimson Eye, Adam Miller, a.k.a. Shizrock, Shane's Dumb Criminals, and Firmus. So that's who I have on Restream. I don't know who's all in chat on YouTube. So, yeah, if you guys want to, and Weapons just showed up. If you guys want to, go subscribe to that third channel for me. I'm trying to get to at least 400 subscribers. We're already at like 3 or 4, I don't know, 350, I want to say. So that's pretty solid. All right, we're going to play this. I'm going to break in when I need to, but this is Eric Martin. This is the traffic stop that created a legend.
Do shit.
Twelve 6-7 traffic, 94 east of 90, correction, 94 east of 23. Unreadable plate. I think it's going to be your BOL dirt bike from earlier.
With your east LA 42 Raven.
Hello, sir. Cooper says, Michigan State Police. The reason I stopped you is you're not able to maintain freeway speeds.
No, I am. I'm just being, see, the engine is going at 250, so truck be leaving at 8 and then go full speed.
Okay, so I understand that, but you can't be on the freeway with that.
You're on the freeway, man.
What's that?
You're on the freeway, idiot.
You can't be on the freeway unless you're able to maintain 55 miles an hour.
I can't do that.
You are not maintaining 35 miles.
I mean, I don't know, but I'm trying to be easy on the engine, but that's why I usually stay on the right side, but you know what I mean?
Okay, well, you were in the middle lane. You're not maintaining 55 miles an hour. Technically, that's a violation. People have been calling in saying that there's a dirt bike, they think, on the freeway.
Dirt bike?
Well, because you're going so slow, they think it's a dirt bike. So I'm going to escort you up to the next
Exit, and I'm not going to ticket you, but you can't be on the freeway, okay? You're not going fast enough for it. It doesn't look like you have working turn signals. It's not safe. You have your driver's license?
Yeah, my thing, and this is just when I was on eBay. I got it ordered right now. eBay is just taking all day to get like 30 days in lane, so it's been a long time, but
Okay. Do you have your driver's license on you?
I'm fine. I'll get going, man.
Okay, do you have your driver's license on you? Driver license?
I'll get going, man. Come on, I'll get
I need to see your driver's license. It's a traffic stop.
No, I mean, no.
What?
I said no.
Yeah, it's not an option. I need to see your driver's license.
You have violated the Michigan compiled laws, the Michigan Motor Vehicle Code, and you're in violation of it.
I initiated a traffic stop. You are required by law to present your ID to me. I'm not going to have a back and forth with you. I need to see your driver's license, registration, and insurance information on the vehicle. What?
I'm not saying I don't want to give it to you, but I don't have
You don't have one?
Oh.
Why are you driving that?
All right, so this is the hilarious thing. Restream is giving me issues because now Restream is having me respond as my body cam channel, which is hilarious. If you guys want to go subscribe to that too, I guess go subscribe to that. But yeah, so I'm not going to be able to chat much in chat, so I'll be talking when you guys say something.
Then
Well, I'm not taking driving. I am traveling by right.
you're traveling by
law, I
right.
need one. I've been doing law 28 years. So check it out. I know what state law says. See, state law doesn't say. State law is in violation of higher law, which is federal statute 18 U.S.C. Wait. Hey, Title 18 United States Code, Section 31, Section 610, right? Defines the motor vehicle. But first of all, we all need a license for, right? Because either state law doesn't define what a motor vehicle truly is.
State law most certainly does define what a motor vehicle is.
It says a mechanically drawn vehicle, but that's not a complete definition.
Okay, you have a license plate, right?
That was my Guardian when I got it.
What's that?
That was my Guardian when I got it. Anyways, 18...
So there's fraudulent use of a license plate. Negative, I'm here.
18 U.S.C. Section 31 to Section 6 and 10 defines a motor vehicle as one only being used carrying passengers or property for profit.
Okay.
So
Sir, I understand and I respect that you have your opinion on that, okay?
that's all.
Here's the thing, okay?
Totally don't do me.
Michigan courts have gone through this time and time again, and it never works in your favor on this, okay? I respect that you have an opinion. However, the law that I was trained on as a peacekeeper in the state of Michigan it's not the same thing. We have some sort of disconnect somewhere, okay? So in order to be operating a motor vehicle in the state of Michigan on a Michigan roadway, you need to have an operators and chauffeurs group designation, that sort of thing.
So I'm going to prosecute that state law, and it's going to change. I already got called my state center on it. It's going to change lots, but like I said again, remember, you guys took oath to uphold the Constitution. That's if you guys are...
Wait a minute. Time out. Let's go live stream. Oh, there we go. Apparently, Ed will be there for the Lake County SovCit thing on Tuesday. Wait, Lake. Which one's Judge O'Donnell? Which case are you talking about, Ed? Yeah, I'm just curious because we also have, as per the calendar, Monday and Tuesday, they have a sovereign citizen in Lake Forest Park, Washington. So if you know of a sovereign citizen that will be in court on that day, that would be interesting if you could take notes and send them to me.
They're obligated to fall.
Okay, I'm not a lawyer, right? I'm a police officer.
Well, I'm not official bar, but I'm not official.
Okay.
I've been 20.
And then Eric Martin had to hit us with that gem. He's not bar official, but he's like kind of official. What? Eric Martin, you are a sovereign citizen. You're not anywhere near bar anything. You're not an attorney.
8 years.
Okay.
I know what I'm talking about. I beat a case from this already. Southgate cop drove me one ride my moped. Guess what? I told him the same shit. They didn't listen. Guess what? Took him to court. At trial. Guess what? Prosecutor. I moved to dismiss the case because I cited law just like I'm studying you now. This is higher law. The state law is in violation of higher law. No, I thought there's the federal tax paid by Congress, right? 18 U.S.C. Section 31 to Section 6 and 10. I'll show you my phone right now.
Rick's gonna be not this stuff.
That ain't just something on the phone. I've been going to law library and I checked. This ain't just something I'm reading on the phone.
So I understand that, but until we get told otherwise,
You need to have a driver's license, okay?
Well, I'll walk it away and have you.
And again, I believe this is the case from Taylor. We have the outcome of the case already, and he didn't win. He didn't win. I'm surprised he's wearing a helmet since he doesn't want to follow state law. Well, that's kind of the thing that sums up sovereign citizens, right? And frauditors to a degree as well. So frauditors and sovereign citizens refuse to follow certain state laws that they don't agree with. But then when somebody does something to them, then they want the state law fucking pressed upon them as hard as humanly possible. It's kind of like, Erica's probably going to hate me talking about this. I hesitate to call him a YouTube creator. Mitchell Crooks, he's got like 50 channels. Same thing here. He gets copyright struck by somebody called Ricky Monday. He's a sovereign citizen out of California. And a majority of the time, he has a very solid reason to copyright strike Mitchell. Mitchell legitimately will steal his content, throw it up in the thing, and then like put up a foreground of a movie theater in front. But he complains about it, bitches, has a billion channels to bitch about it. But if you make a video on Mitchell, even though it's under fair use and YouTube tells him it's under fair use, he will try to copyright strike you or privacy strike you all day until the cows come home. It's kind of the same thing where you can't say you don't follow some, but then turn around and want others pressed upon that shit. He went from a motorcycle to a scooter. So I believe it's so hard to tell because I wanted to say that other one was the case, but apparently it wasn't. You can't tell him what to do. You're not his dad. What a clown. Well, it's funny that you bring up a clown. He's actually a master magician, a real one, not a fake one, as per his YouTube or his Facebook page, which he's been posting on pretty solidly for the last week.
Well, we're past that part now.
Let me show you. See, look, 18 U.S.C. Google the law. So section 6 and 10. Now, the U.S. Supreme Court case said the same thing as this. You know what? That it's all part of our right to travel.
All right. So,
let's read it. Look. The term motor vehicle, check it out. Look. And this conflicts with state law, but this overrides it. The Article 6 of the U.S. Constitution. Federal law is supreme. Then it's read, look. The term motor vehicle means any description of carriage that contributes to propelled or swung by mechanical power and see how state law stops there. And for commercial purpose, subject 10 is going to go further bottom way.
okay, sir, I understand. I understand.
See, let me show you. This way, you ain't never going to know nothing and you don't want to because you don't listen.
Sir, I'm telling you, I understand what you're saying.
See, look, for profit. Commercial purposes mean for profit.
Okay, if you scroll up, you'll probably see that is defining that motor vehicle. It's defining it for that
section, not the entire motor vehicle, everything in the United States. Are you familiar with the Manual of Uniform Traffic Control Devices?
Okay, and again, I hate to break this up again, but what he's doing is the same thing Rebel Studio 2 does. He will find something in the UCC and say, oh, well, this clearly means for everything of all time. Like, that's the definition. But then you go up to the top and it literally says, these definitions are for this section specifically. But they want to use it willy-nilly like it means for everything.
Are you familiar with that?
The what?
The Manual of Uniform Traffic Control Devices.
I think that's just something somebody printed up. That's already law, actual law. Sometimes they pull those laws, but just like say, I'm going to print it up.
Okay. All right.
This is an actual law made by federal Congress, and Article 6 of the U.S. Constitution makes it clear that federal law is supreme. He overrides.
I understand that.
So let's say state law, you can't wear a shirt that's blue.
Okay.
Okay, now, your constitutional right says, yes, I have that due process right. So what overrides? So due process. You have to ignore the same up.
I understand everything that you're saying. However, the courts had time and time again determined that to operate a motor vehicle, it is not overbearing.
That a state requires a ID.
U.S. Supreme Court determined we have the right to travel, don't need a license, registration, insurance, none of that.
And again, here we are breaking up Eric Martin's stupidity. The Supreme Court has ruled that all 50 states can require you to have a driver's license, or the state can require you to have a driver's license, and all 50 do. And then they said, yes, you do have a right to travel. And Sinise versus Roe broke down the 3 points of what the right to travel means. And then I believe it was Eric Martin actually claimed, oh God, somebody in the chat help me out. I did a video on it. Damn, I'm already forgetting what it is. Something to do with the United Nations, universal rights. I forgot what it was. But even they broke it down and disagreed with Eric Martin after he tried to use that in court like it would matter. Cops need to start arguing with him. Well, hey, it's something fun for them to do while they're waiting for the tow truck.
Unless you're doing it like this. Unless you're carrying passive copies for profit, like there's profit. That's because that is the privilege we have the right as humans, a God-given right in the Constitution.
Okay, so who's your vehicle titled under?
Huh?
Who's your title?
We really don't need to be on it, but
so why do you have a
registration plate on it then? That's fraudulent use. Where in that does it say that you're
allowed to just violate law?
Like already on there, but I did go to Secretary of State and I did register in my name.
Okay, so where's the registration for it?
They didn't. But they didn't. That sheet's in my it's in my room. But I don't know if they.
Okay, Eric Martin, shut up for a second. This is how you can tell how disingenuous these people are about the things that they say. He says you don't need a license, don't need a registration, don't need insurance, yada, yada. But then in the next breath tells the officer, oh yeah, I went to Secretary of State and got it registered. Well, I thought you just said you didn't need to do that. So is it just you got a registration on your thing so you would, I don't know, in his mind, not be pulled over? Because you have to be pulled over for this whole sovereign citizen thing to even start. So if he could get a plate or a registration on a fraudulent plate, the percentage or amount of times he would get pulled over would decrease. So it's like, are you just faking it? Like, are you trying to show out for other sovereign citizens? Like, stop. My favorite thing is to talk with someone who argues with everything I say. Hey, as someone who used to talk with someone who argues with everything I say, it's quite enjoyable, especially when you're like much, much smarter than the person you're talking to. I used to do it in jail all the time. I told you guys we had sovereign citizens and we had Moors in there more time than not. Moors are an absolute riot to talk to because they're just super racist. And you throw a beard on me, you let my hair grow out a little bit, you throw a tan on me, and people in jail kept calling me Arabic, which I thought was hilarious. So they didn't throw any of their racism at me. They would throw it at the white females I worked with. So I would just sit there and talk to them through the door and just die for like hours at a time because none of the shit that they say had any bearing in the real world.
Actually, because I didn't have the copy. See, when the guy I bought it off of, I got a face market.
Okay.
Not
he
shocking.
signed his copy, and I couldn't find The copy is in my room somewhere. So at the time we went down there, I didn't see the whole damn. This is not the signed copy.
Okay.
So I got to go back again and show them signed copies from the.
Okay. So you're in violation of multiple statutes. So at this point, it's an investigation as in addition to
A traffic stop, okay? So regardless of the license thing, there are still things that you are required to do to operate.
a motor vehicle, whatever the definition may be.
I don't know what I'm saying, but this is really all part of my Constitution, which overrides state law, to own my own property.
So where in the Constitution does it say you're
Not required to follow state law. Because I have state laws that say
It violates the Constitution.
it doesn't violate the Constitution, though.
It's the Constitution.
Okay, well, that's where we're in this.
And again, Eric Martin, if it did violate the Constitution, you'd think somebody would have brought it up in the last, I don't know, 100 years. Like some of these Supreme Court cases have been around damn near 100 years saying you're wrong. And nobody on your side has thought, let's work this way back up to the Supreme Court because I'm right. Don't you think that's weird? None of you guys managed to get these up to the Supreme Court to overturn these rules that you state are unconstitutional.
Disagreement. So I did.
That's not the legal motion. That's the rational. It's the Constitution due process, but is it not to enjoy personal property, to own and use your own private property? Yeah, that's what it's
Okay.
I have it on video when I bought it from the guy. You know what I'm saying? I bought it from the guy on Facebook Marketplace. I got that recorded, and I do have the signed copy from him. So it's my private property. Whether a state law wants to recognize it or all this bullshit.
Okay. So how about your insurance? Is it insured?
No.
It's not insured?
You can't be operating on Michigan roadways if it's not insured.
It's not a motor vehicle. Motor vehicle's owned when
So this is not a motor vehicle.
I might be bursting the cops bubble here because I didn't watch this entire thing. I kind of skipped through to see certain parts where I knew it could be janky. Quick way to find out if something's a motor vehicle. Does it have wheels and does it have a motor? If you're on something, like if you're driving in something on the highway and you have to think to yourself, hey, does this have a motor? Congratulations, it's a motor vehicle. So the fact that Eric Martin can't use common sense to go, okay, well, I'm driving this thing, and when I look down, I see a motor. This must be a motor vehicle. I don't know how people like this are actually out in society with us, still breathing on their own.
No. Despite the fact there's a motor right there.
I understand it's common under the people that don't know the law think, yeah, it's a motor vehicle, but I just showed you the statute. A motor vehicle is only being used for profit, and the reason that is because the U.S. as the U.S. Supreme Court said in several cases, that the people have the right to travel. That is the right, not a privilege. That's you don't need to.
Okay, so there's a difference there, okay? You can travel interstate commerce, all that good stuff. Driving is a privilege, not a right.
But the thing is, driving is always commercial. That's what they don't teach you guys, maybe, or they don't make clear and say, oh, otherwise, safe.
All right, do you have any paperwork for this vehicle at all or no?
All right, so we're going to jump over to a different thing real quick because this is what I always talk about. Sneeze First Row is a pretty solid one. Let's go down. You'll know it if you've ever watched my videos. Right there, which is not. Let's see. Do I need to back it out a tad bit? Yeah, backing it out a tad bit. Perfect. Thank you, Eric Martin, for making me pull this up. Nope, it's already on that page. All right. So the majority opinion on Sneeze First Row. These are the three components of the right to travel because you do have a right to travel, but in no way what Eric Martin's talking about. The right to enter one state and leave another seems reasonable. The right to be treated as a welcome visitor rather than a hostile stranger, again, seems fucking reasonable. And for those who want to become permanent residents, the right to be treated equally to native-born citizens, again, are reasonable. But for some reason, Eric Martin is being unreasonable. Also, the whole drive thing, if I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Sorry, I'm talking fast. This coffee hit me a lot quicker than I was expecting. Oh God, Mr. Minzy already killed it for me right here. They should make Black's Law Dictionary 2nd edition required reading at the police academy. Exactly. He's intentionally, and like I know that's a joke, he's intentionally misinterpreting Black's Law Dictionary 2nd edition, the word drive, which uses the word employ. And Eric Martin is taking that as, oh, you must be hired to do something, when the word employ just means to make use of something. And in the context of the word being used in Black's Law Dictionary, making use of something is a much better, definition than anything Eric Martin can come up with. Oh, Scrap says, what's the first steps of obtaining a commercial driver's license? To piggyback off that, which I hate that I just said that for anybody who's been in the military for 3 seconds. To piggyback off that, what's the point of having a commercial driver's license, a chauffeur's license, and a regular driver's license if you only need a driver's license for commerce? Like, what sense does that make? Eric is muted. Damn. Okay. What we'll do is we will... How long has it been out? Hopefully just that last bit. Let's stop sharing. This is my face. We will pick it back up. This normally fixes it. I'll let you guys in on a little secret of what just was said. It sounds better like this. Okay, so what was just said was, you're not free to go. Don't leave. I'm going to go back to my car. So hopefully you guys are all caught up. Hey, I switched screens, and for some reason when I switched back, it did not do it. But yeah, here we go. Hopefully the sound is back. Anything? No, well, that's not going to work on that. It should just be staticky right now. Nothing? You hear typing?
729 location. Michigan and what?
Still nothing?
43 security.
Of course.
Hey Google.
707.
Hey Google.
Okay, good to go. All right.
735 security.
I'm going. 707, here located.
1267 status security.
All right, that's what you're supposed to hear. Perfect.
Sure. I have a power ship. Can it roll in that way as well?
I appreciate it. 75, can you make eastbound 94 to eastern Michigan? MSP is out with traffic stop with a stopping citizen requesting their physical. There's a trooper now, and the other troopers are en route, but a ways out. If you can just stand by until you.
Also, just to cut in for a second, Eric Martin is a internet lol cow, if you will. But I have seen a couple people go and comment on his Facebook page. I wouldn't do that. But if you'd like to comment, you do you. I'm not sending you over there. I'm not releasing the Hounds of War on Eric Martin's Facebook page. But he does have one. And I'm pretty sure everyone's gone there to see it. But don't harass Eric Martin. He's an idiot, but he's our idiot we laugh at. He's the village idiot.
All right, sir, what is your first name?
Eric.
What's that?
Eric.
I'm sorry, I'm practically deaf. Eric, E-R-I-C-K or what?
Oh, C.
What's your last name, Eric?
M-A-R-T-I-N.
What's that?
I really wish to exercise my Fifth Amendment right, but I guess I'm being forced to kind of do this, right?
So this is the Fifth Amendment deals with the right to self-incrimination. This is identifying yourself. You're being suspected of multiple issues right now. You got stuff going on, okay? So I'm identifying you.
Right, I'm saying this is, am I like threatened if I don't do it?
I mean, I'm not going to hurt you if that's what you're getting at.
No, but I'm saying, worse for consequences if I don't do it.
Okay, you are required by law to identify yourself to me.
Okay. And if you don't, you can write a charge or something for that, is what you're saying?
I could just take your picture instead if you're okay with that.
I'm just making clear, I don't want to, but if I'm being threatened to do it, I will.
This is another one. By law, you have to identify yourself at a traffic stop. Them's the rules, bud. Just because you disagree with them, that's a moot point. You know what? I'm going to go back to saying moot point because, as Joey said in Friends, who cares what a cow thinks? So it's a moot point. But yeah, he did this same bullshit where the Fifth Amendment, I don't need to give my name, blah, blah, blah. But then in court, he will turn around and misuse the law to try to sue or press charges on the prosecutor, the cops that arrested him, yada, yada. It's like, where do you get off just saying, oh, these rules that would harm me, not a thing. But when I can use them to harm others, that's the only law that matters. Yeah, weapons, to be fair, Eric Martin's not a smart man. Uncle Dan's vintage vinyl. We need to get him and the Siberian tiger in the same room and then leave them there. I've been pitching this since the beginning of my channel. Yeah, a cow's opinion. It doesn't matter. It's a moot point. I've been pitching this since I started my channel. We should just gather up every frauditor, every sovereign citizen, and just drop them on their own island and just leave. Come back in 10 years, see that Glenn Serio, Chris Ryder, and goddamn Georgia Transparency have eaten all the other ones, but just get rid of them. Put them on their own island and see how they like every one of them trying to use each other as content. There would just be massive fights, and like I said, those three would just eat up the dead bodies.
I'm not. Define threatened.
I don't mean threatened with physical violence. You could write a citation for it, or I'm not free to go if I don't do it. So
either way, you're not free to go right now.
But I'm saying, to get my information, but either way, it's violating my Fifth Amendment right. But it's just, all right, but yeah, last name M-A-R-T-I-N. Hey, just let me go on my way. Like I said, I'm all within my rights. I'm within the law.
Okay.
Let me go
what's your date of birth?
Even if say a car wants to go slow, you don't have to go fast. Remember, the speed limit says you can go that fast. It doesn't say no speed. You have to go.
There is actually a minimum posted speed limit. It's 55 miles an hour.
Even if the law says that law violates the people's human.
How does that violate?
Because we have the right to do what we want, as long as we're not harming someone. Keep them go around your ass. Who are someone else to tell us how fast to go? See, we're trying to play God here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Oh, you're not going as fast as I think you should go. Who are you?
Well, it's a safety thing because you got people going 70 miles an hour and then you're sitting in the middle lane going 45, 50. That's dangerous. That could cause an accident.
I was about to switch actually to the right side, but and these, or you were about to, but you weren't.
Right.
As everyone knows, let me make myself large for this because this is just going to be a thing. This looks like a 3-lane highway, which is pretty normal for the state of Michigan. He was in the middle lane, which means at some point he was trying to pass someone. If you're only going 45 miles an hour, 55 miles an hour, who the fuck are you passing, Eric Martin? Oh, that's right, no one. And the fact that you think, oh, you don't think I'm going fast enough, who are you, blah, blah, blah. If a semi-truck is going 70 and a Corvette's going 80, 85, and then your dumbass is weaving all over the road going 45, yeah, you're going to kill yourself and or others with your own stupidity. But like I said at the beginning, he has no common sense. So he thinks this is just like a thing.
Hey, no, listen, I'm saying, you have a lot of these, I gotta say in the middle where I'm going, I'm heading to Taylor, right? You have a lot of these offshoots, these, what do you call them, the,
Exits?
right.
Yep.
So I can't keep texting, I gotta stay there so I'm not running in low, see what I mean? But, I mean, it wasn't going that damn slow, brother.
Okay, Mr. Martin, what's your date of birth?
Told anyway, yeah.
So you were told.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I don't have first-hand knowledge of it, but
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. I don't remember it either, so.
I was too young to really remember, you know, like none of us was, but.
Okay. All right, I'll be right back with you. You're still not free to leave, okay?
All right, that's all right. Take it off.
Location.
So, I still have not seen yet. He's got a whole host. He's traveling, not driving, doesn't have insurance on the bike. So, try to identify him. He was kind of.
Okay, so in the background, a ways back, I saw something like a small cat or dog in the middle of the highway moving. So because it's Michigan, that could literally be anything. It could have been a cat or a dog, or it could have been a raccoon, possum, beaver, a large squirrel, a small deer, an eagle. Everything gets hit on the highway in Michigan.
Was sticky about that. Finally gave me a name, which I just ran as you guys pulled up. So that's kind of where I'm at. I don't know if Washington County, I think, kind of question for you. I don't know how Washington County treats this.
As far as him traveling,
Yeah,
well, he's driving.
right. No, I'm aware of that, but I don't know if Washington County, like, pretty sure they won't lodge on it or anything like that.
For sure what?
They won't, like, lodge on it or anything like that.
Well, probably not. Let's.
Is he suspended or anything? I just tried running him as you guys showed off, and it.
Why don't you try to run him?
Yeah.
Just try to get an ID on him. And,
Yeah.
man, probably happy you're not a file.
Yep. Let's try this again.
3 weeks of
There we
mail
go.
and flies on the window.
Ooh, yeah. I'm glad now.
I'm gonna go see. What did he give you for a name?
Eric Mark.
Eric Martin. All right, so what do you want to do? All right.
The difference in uniforms is I'm pretty sure I don't want to go back. I'm pretty sure the first guy was a state trooper, which I believe every state, their state troopers have the goofiest uniforms out of the bunch. And then these officers, I can't read this sign particularly well. That would tell me exactly where he is. Taylor Police Department, Washtenaw County Sheriff, wherever he's at, it's more than likely just that city or that county's sheriff's department. I know sheriffs and cities normally, like where I worked, we had fancy vests where it was like the uniform was sewn onto the vest. Some people wear t-shirts with a tack vest on top, but that's the difference.
Looks pretty good for being an 82. Yeah, guys took care of it. I just got off face with $1,000. Really? Yeah. It's just old, you know, a lot of people don't. Motorcycle shops only work on these people. Even over 10 years old.
Hey, your phone, I'll take a picture of the VIN.
Oh, yeah. Please. I just ordered another one. It ain't came yet, but that's it. Yeah.
Hey, just so you know, I'm gonna take a picture of the VIN, okay?
Huh?
The VIN.
So, I mean, you guys just, yeah, I mean.
Yeah, weapons. Let me see. Did I miss the comment you responded to? Oh, so if I remember correctly at the beginning of the video, the state trooper was on his radio and they're like, yeah, backup's on the way, but they're not close. So more than likely they tried to get more state troopers, but because of how far they were away, they probably just were like, hey, who's ever in the area, can you just go to this traffic stop? And it just happens to be the Washtenaw County Sheriff was the closest person there. Does the stop sign on the hood light up at night? I believe it's red, if I remember correctly. And then the state trooper has the one giant light on top of his car.
I'm gonna turn the wheel, okay?
At least it should go to the ticket for you.
Headlight don't work? Is that why you have that up there?
Yeah. None of electricity works. I got to push start because the switch is faulty. And I know it because one day I just touched the back of it. Off, on, so I know it's this and only this, so. It's on order. Yeah, so. EVA,
Walk back, officer, walk back.
How many cc is this?
It's 250. I think my dad had one just like this, but it was like a lime green. The thing is, he'll go 75 or 85 quarter of the manual. This is why I don't like going. See, it's not good to no motor to max out. You can possibly blow an engine like this, okay? That's why I don't want to go 75 to say, you know what I mean? That's why I'm being a little easy on it, you know?
Right there. Let me go back something real quick. This is going to be hilarious if that's the same shirt. So I screenshotted one of his that would be epically hilarious. Oh my God, I think that's the same shirt. Okay, I'm going to move this tab over and share this as well. So it looks like he's wearing, hopefully you guys can see this, because apparently Eric Martin only has like one outfit. You see this shirt that I used in the thumbnail? This one right here. It looks like he's wearing the exact same shirt in this traffic stop. which is hilarious to me. Yeah, it looks like the exact same shirt as in that picture. Okay, actually, let me do this because you guys said it was it freaked out the last time. Let me take it down and then let me bring it back up, and hopefully the sound will be there unlike last time. And there you go.
I might keep it at 55 or, I like to keep it easy. Keep it low and keep it last long. So,
How fast do you think you're going? Does your speedo work?
I'm gonna start working, but I have an app. I can look on this on the app. But right now, I'm not looking at the app. Normally I do that so I can see the speed limit.
735,
But because I'm not familiar with this here where I'm coming from, I rode all the way to Indiana last night. Says I prefer a ride. So me coming back, I got to figure out how the hell get back home. See, so I got to look at the map. I'm watching the map, so that's why I can't watch both.
Where do you live? Where do you live at?
You rode all the way from I've been running Indiana before, right? Yeah.
Oh, that's a long way. Was it?
Yeah. And I know it's going to take this long. I mean, goddamn, it was 7-8 hours went by.
I'm from Indiana. Where'd you go?
Look, it's like the Angola.
Angola?
That's the first time. I was going to go to the beach there in the city.
Yeah.
That was the goal. But I left at 2:30 p.m. I thought I would get there in time. I'm going to go Ohio before on my little road trip. And it took like 3 hours getting to the Ohio border. I just turned around just for the ride. But
You set up a GoFundMe to get Dumbwaiter new shirts. Maybe we should set up a GoFundMe for Eric and get him some new shirts. Chris just needs to get shirts that fit. He's currently wearing some schmediums when he's wearing schmediums when he should be wearing like quadruple XL. Because right now it looks like he's just carrying the Angry Vet's baby.
No, I never been in. So I figured this going fast, but I still didn't get there. I know it'd be a little long. I didn't think it'd be that long. Goddamn, but I wasn't going on the highway. That was, yeah. So,
Chain ain't forward. And full from drive. You can probably get in regard. We're all set up here.
so that's why we're going back this way, quicker.
Yeah, I'm from like just south of Angola. Wayne.
Okay, so I've seen that on the map.
It's like 30 minutes south of Angola.
Is there a lot of native girls there?
A lot of what?
Native girls and native people there in Indiana? Is there?
Not really, no. A lot of cornfields, a lot of farms.
Amish and Mennonites?
A lot of Amish.
I thought, when I was in prison before, I was in 24 years old. Too long for non-violent bullshit.
Okay, so okay. So I was confused why he said something in a previous video, and everybody told me I'm wrong. But now he said something similar. I was in prison before. I was in 24 years. Long time, too long for nonviolent crimes. So it looks like Eric Martin did do a hefty stint in jail. Which I don't want to say is hilarious, but he's not built for the real world. He needs to just go back and call it a life.
Hope there's any Native American tribal land or anything in Indiana. I don't think there is.
In American setting?
I'm talking about Indiana. I don't think there's any tribal land. At least
I don't know. Yeah, I'm Italian or Romanian. I don't know, but I'm trying to meet. I'm gonna go to one of the powwows and meet a medicine man. See, I'm a witch doctor.
Be well. Motorcycle.
Did he just say he's a witch doctor?
City, this way is just 94 all the way. Yeah. If you go down to the Indiana, you gotta get on the toll road.
Right. Well, I see it on the Google map. I didn't want to go try to take that. Expressway station. Further out, they're just going down Public Drive. It's in there out the way. But now they see along telegraph tape. I didn't turn them down way down there. I forgot to see this. One place. It wasn't a major highway, just like straight going on it, but still was, yeah, I don't know, it wasn't that fast as the highway.
Is it at least a smooth ride?
For the most part, but still, that's something I'm gonna complain about, TC. They should be laying on this bullshit asphalt. There's too many bumps on the street right here, see. Check around Ann Arbor, all types of bumps. Those damn asphalt, crack, you know? They shouldn't be laying this shit down. It's too, damn, it's not crap.
Good thing it is known for bad roads, man.
But see, it's kind of, it's violating our rights, so, and all the people's, because I got black tires in on my boat, but they got energy, so the more you hit a pump, especially everything that's popping home. So
And yes, the sovereign citizen who doesn't pay taxes is complaining about the roadways that he doesn't pay for. And yes, Michigan roads are notoriously trash. Anyone in Michigan who listens to the radio can verify this. Right now, there is a stretch of highway in Michigan that is closed for repairs that will be closed the next 2 years while they're fixing it. The way I took to drop the kids off every other week, they literally ripped up one whole side in 6 months, replaced the entire road, then flipped to the other side, ripped everything up and replaced it. So it's not that Michigan's not necessarily replacing it. It's that because it's Michigan and it's 100 degrees and then negative 20 degrees with snow, the roads just get screwed up, Eric Martin. You might have caught that if you weren't in jail.
but
You get the bike?
on the bike, don't go back. So
Yes, the sound is
Station
there.
10
It is. Okay,
sometimes.
it's back.
You got a SID number? No paper right now? They say he was in prison for something. Did they say what for? Yeah, officer safety caution or just a SID number? Probably get an officer safety caution. Wouldn't be in prison, even if it's for
non-violent offense.
What's up? Hi. You say that. Yeah. I'm only killing him. You look at his photo. Snap? Oh, what? Yeah, I like logging into a lot of different forums.
If you hear the right time, looks like he's traveling. So this is why it's privileged to drive, but driving is only when you're going to do the DoorDash, taxi driver. This is a privilege. You know what I mean? That's when we need a license, even U.S. people to that, a license. But when you're not carrying taxi copies for profit, it's tax dive, taxi guys, and DoorDash guys. I'm not doing anything. I'm not very concerned with profit. So I'm not technically driving. I like technically driving a motor vehicle. So I'm doing what's called traveling by my government. U.S. Supreme Court supports me on this. The federal statute, I'm going to show you, it supports me on this. Therefore, that's why he ain't supposed to write notes. None of this. Guy's supposed to let me go. 'Cause I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm just traveling by right.
What's the difference between traveling and driving?
As I just, well, as I don't know if you heard me all, but as I was playing it, I'm going to sound smart, but traveling by right is when you're not carrying passive property for profit. So I'm not doing that. I'm working on Ash. I'm not carrying, food or whatever. I'm not getting paid as an employee to carry, transport persons or property for profit. Therefore, I'm not driving. I'm sure here. Okay. See 18 USC 31. I just put it in Google. You guys get back, you look it up in your computer, you see if it's the same thing. I dig it. Oh, I'm not on Google. I'm in, you're in Maps. Right. Okay, here we go. Right here. Now, definition, aircraft that's relevant from going to Section 6. 6, motor vehicle. The term motor vehicle means every description of carriage or other contrivance propelled or drawn by mechanical power. However, we'll stop there now. The state law in Michigan, see, it stops right there. It ends right there. This is where you guys, the problem comes in with you guys. You know what I mean? You guys think, oh, that's it. That's motor vehicle. But they're not giving the complete definition. That's why I'm in the process now of changing the state law in Michigan. So it's going to conform. It's going to say all this too is going to be complete. I already got my state senator looking at this now, and they're going to be ours and things. You know, and use for emergency purposes on the highway. Now they're going to make it more specific what commercial means. Okay, means okay. First means pairs the persons or profit for any fare, fee, rate, charge, or other consideration, or directly or indirectly it makes sense. Then it's profit. See, it's all just if you do it for money. Now the U.S. Supreme Court case out. Hey, let me start for a minute. Now this federal statute, law over state law under Article 6 of the U.S. I'm gonna present now watch. This is the same argument I used to beat my case in court when he wrote me a ticket for riding my moped without a license. And I don't have a license. Now state law says you must have either a moped license or a driver's license. Don't have none of that. And I didn't argue I did. Because I don't. I'm not. So all I argued is I don't have to because I'm not carrying past proper profit. Here's the statute that says it. Here's Article 6 of the U.S. Constitution that says this federal statute is supreme over state law. I sent it to the court, paper-wise, I highlighted it just like I just showed you.
All right, now that I'm back, I had my Bluetooth earbud in while I was in my kitchen making coffee. So we're going to go back a tad bit for something. So if this is true, there should be a lawyer somewhere that specializes in right to travel cases, and he should just be winning all of his cases. But there's not. So there's that. And then in the last traffic stop, and I believe in his court case, oh, I'm working with the state of Michigan to change the definitions of motor vehicle. No, the fuck you're not. If you were, you would have done it. If this was the case and the state of Michigan was helping you do anything, the state of Michigan would have come to your Taylor case and be like, no, he's correct. He's actually state's witness or the state's expert on trying to change this. No, he's just talking out of his ass. I even believe he tried to claim Jeffrey Feiger was going to help him. Don't want to diminish what Jeffrey Feiger does, but he's a glorified ambulance chaser. And if he's not going to take your money or get recognition for helping you do this, then you're clearly not going anywhere. If a lawyer argued this, they'd get sanctioned. Which is why you're seeing more and more public defenders. There's a breakdown in communication. I can't represent this person because he's wanting me to file frivolous motions that aren't legally accurate. And then they'll bitch, oh, everything's under the Constitution, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Boom, they couldn't ignore. The prosecutor stood up, I moved to dismiss the case. It's a waste of time. They know it's a losing case. Now watch, I'm going to show you Article 6. It's going to say how it's supreme. Meaning you guys have an obligation to follow this federal law and ignore the statement that's not in conformity with it. Relax.
This is the BOL, though, right?
I think so.
It's got no insurance on it, bro. Insurance? No driver's license.
This Constitution and the laws all the United States means.
So he's gonna get off it, or what's his deal?
Okay.
So you guys know what's coming. He's trying to run pins on it, find your insurance. All right.
I just said,
Going in on a federal set. You tell him I already got 2 lawsuits against me. What's the third? From a sovereign citizen.
go get the bomb. So, what?
Hey, did they ever find the one out there?
So I'm within my right.
Okay, so ATB Film says he may not be lying. He may have written letters that makes him think that they're going to do something. So basically, he's pulling a Chris Ryder, where Chris Ryder called the FBI enough times about nonsense that now he claims to be an FBI informant. So basically, he's written them enough letters to think that I'm working with the state of Michigan. See that they're both delusional.
Oh, on that homicide? Yeah.
So therefore, that's why. Because I'm not obligated at the first place. I'm not even.
Nope, you found it.
No license. I think you guys gonna go do your stuff anyway, but alright, well. You guys are violating your oath of office, gonna be online. That's all I got to say. Turn your off, and lie. Criminally, you're sitting like.
What's that?
I
can't hear you, dude.
I said, are you guys conspiring with this? Alright, I'm gonna let you know. You want to tell my shit and all that? You don't have to.
Yeah, you do.
In court. Criminal charges, lawsuit, you will be getting your money.
Alright, sounds good.
And of course, Eric Martin does exactly what I accused of doing earlier, where the laws that would make him be held accountable, nope, those are unconstitutional. But he just said he was going to file charges and lawsuits against the officer because they're towing his shit box, if you will. Like, where's the self-awareness to be like, oh, only laws that can benefit me are constitutional. Any laws that hold me accountable are not constitutional. Like, where does that mindset come from?
So, sir, let me explain some stuff to you.
I'm just showing you a law. You don't ignore the law. Fine, ignore it. It's at your peril. You're in violation of the law in reality.
Okay.
The state laws are in violation of the higher law. So that don't mean shit. You ain't got me on no violations. I'm gonna beat in court. I'm gonna make you guys give me this back, and you're gonna pay for it out of your paychecks because you're violating the Constitution. Now, does any of you guys think fires is around here? Who's off today? Huh? Who's off today? He is off today.
You can handle that, by the way.
Why? What do you need?
It's not gonna happen. I'm the senior, so it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. This is a routine traffic stop. You don't have insurance, so get off the bike.
Doesn't matter. I don't need insurance. I don't need insurance. I just showed them. I don't need insurance.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. Okay, we'll see.
I don't care what you're.
You guys are in violation of the Constitution. Not me. You took also uphold the Constitution, which means, you know what? You guys are committing perjury now.
Just get in line. Just get in line. I don't care.
Yeah, you got an argument with me. You already know. You guys ain't too smart. I did all this stuff to know. And I showed how I know the law. I know the law better.
I got nothing to say. Yeah, spoiler, he did not meet the charges. You literally got laughed at by hundreds of thousands of people who watched your court cases. Your attorney disagreed with you so much that he would not represent you until the judge made him. And even then, He let you do everything because he didn't want to touch it. He didn't even want his name, connected to this case. And then after 5 seconds, the jury came back and said, this guy's fucking dumb. Yeah, he's guilty. Like, how many times does the world have to laugh at you? And like, the 2 times out of 1,000 that the world laughing at somebody and then it comes like, oh, they're correct. Oh, no. Like the guy, oh, God, what was his name? Drawing a blank. The guy who came up with globe Earth when everyone thought it was flat. And then shocker, he was correct. It was a globe, but that's like a 2 out of 1,000 time, 0.001% of the time. Sovereign citizens always lose in court. And the fact that he's like, oh, I'll show you guys. I know what I'm talking about. The court live stream determined that was a lie, Eric Martin. And again, somebody asked me this way back in the stream, and then I just blanked out about it. Yeah, he is out from what his Facebook looks like.
Better than you guys. You call yourself being law enforcement? Oh, yeah. You ain't in comparison. I've been doing law 28 years. Okay. You violate my rights. Turn the law.
Eric Martin, being in prison for over 20 years does not mean you were practicing law for 20 years. Being involved in the court system and losing does not mean you've been practicing law.
Stealing my property, too. It's called stealing property. That's crime. What the hell I have keys up, dang it? No, I had a whole bunch of keys. What's going to lost?
You want to ride with the record driver, or you want to ride with one of us? You want to ride with the record driver, or do you want to ride with one of us?
Record driver, who's that mean?
Tow truck driver.
I'll ride with him, I guess.
All right, sounds good. Chill outside, man.
All right. One, David, one.
God damn it.
Wait. You believe he has an open warrant in Washtenaw County? I guess someone's going to have to look that up.
Oh, here it is. I can't believe we lost. Like, keep this. He must have fell out, bro.
One, David, one. I see you see exit eventually again.
You guys be ashamed of stuff too, violating the people's right to own, violating my right to own and use my private property. That's constitutional right. Be ashamed of stuff. All in trying in the name of military dictatorship. The state statute said that every time a state statute says something, that's what's called like a blind idiot that can't think for yourself. What if a state statute says kill your mother? You gonna do it? No, you got enough sense. No. Federal law says no, and my brain says no. Common sense. My morality says no.
His morality says he doesn't need a license, registration, or proof of insurance, but his morality also thinks it's okay to beat his elderly brother and sister. That's weird.
It ain't about state statutes. They make all types of state statutes. There's all types of unconstitutional now, which I'm going to change. Every single one of them I see. Prostitution, for example, that's unlawful. Violating the girls' rights to do what they want with their body. I'm changing all that shit. There's all types of state laws. Taxes.
Okay.
It's stealing
You want your
money.
helmet or no?
Yeah, I'm taking it out.
All right.
I'm going to take it out. I know the...
Sounds good. All right, we're ready.
You guys should be doing something about it. I know it's really him, but you guys, if you don't do something about it, fine with it too.
Driver's license, God.
You know, yeah, to drive this person, as I just showed them. Okay. Okay, well, agree. Okay, no, green is it's black.
Yeah, Colin, I did laugh at that, and then I explained that he said again that he was been in jail for 20-something years for a non-violent crime, which I think was wild. But he kept going on about it, and I don't know if you're familiar with what's happening right now in Michigan, but I mentioned this earlier. There's a portion of roadways or highway in Michigan right now that's closed for the next 2 years, and people are bitching about the detour that they're fixing the entire road. And it's the highways get ripped up in Michigan. Shit, every day of the week, there's construction on the highway. And this guy who doesn't pay taxes is complaining how it's against his right because the roads have potholes. Like he doesn't understand weather or driving on highways in Michigan. It's just weird.
Have fun. Pay me thousands. Good, if you can get thousands of drivers. I'm getting driving my property now. Driving like you doing. Your bank outside. Unless you get lucky or something. What city is this?
Look at the signs.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a mile down. Solani?
739 security.
Well, let me grab my wire there on the top. First grab that. I wouldn't have lost. I'm gonna buy me a brand new motorcycle. I'm gonna still ride no license. Why? I don't. You guys left me.
Rumor has it he did not buy himself a brand new motorcycle.
I don't care. That's why I'm changing the law now. It's gonna make it clear. It's like a state law gonna say, watch where mark my word.
Well, by then I'll be retired, so.
Maybe, but it's gonna change. I've already told my state senator about this shit. I'm top harassing the people for exercising our right to travel.
I'll be retired by then.
Well, I don't know how long. I already know this is all just a game to try to get money out of people, steal our money. Later, and I ain't gonna talk.
Here's what they should do. They should say, Eric Martin, please put your helmet back on. And then when he puts this helmet back on, open the visor, pepper spray him real good, close the visor, kick him into the ditch, and call it a day. That's what they should do to Eric Martin right now.
All right, but that's why I'm changing the laws. Everything that's fantastic. It's in the process. It's gonna happen. DMV is gonna be out a lot of money. It's all we're doing is making the DMV rich. Getting it right. People don't even need it.
We don't have DMV.
No, the DMV, yeah,
we don't have
motor vehicles.
We don't have that.
Sure. We don't have. I'm talking about no, but all the people were paying our money in the DMV.
We don't have DMV here in Michigan. So Michigan,
the Department of Motor.
It's not DMV. It's Secretary of State.
Still Department of Motor Vehicles.
Secretary of State. Still, you know, it's still Secretary of State.
They're dealing with motor vehicles, but they're
other states have DMV. We have Secretary of State.
Maybe what difference?
Well, there is a difference. You want specifics? It's not DMV.
Regardless, Secretary of State, DMV, they're all just getting rich off this type of slime shit. You need a license when the federal law says you don't. That overrides state law. So they shouldn't even make the state law that don't make that clear.
I've been through this thousands of times.
Yeah,
you're not going to get no money, so whatever.
You guys ain't no true intelligence.
No, I've been through this thousands of times.
You want to say you want to follow state law instead of the Constitution, she took the oath of hold, which you know, like I know, is supreme law and overrides. So, that overrides state law. Can't use that as secret court. What's state law is this? Guess what? I'm in court. I'm going to say Constitution says this.
Oh, the magistrate will love to see it.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Okay, sir.
Without a doubt.
Okay, sir. So, I am issuing a citation today, okay? Oh, Michelle, I'm going to get dismissed in court. Okay, so you're being cited for driving while license suspended, revoked, or denied. Just a lie. Now you're lying under oath. I didn't drive. Okay, well, traveled by rights. Okay, exactly. Whatever the case may be with that, you can have that discussion in court, okay? You're also being cited for operating a motor vehicle with no insurance. And again, without
The security, because there's no insurance on that, and driving an unregistered vehicle, okay? It just says vehicle. The vehicle's not...
So regardless of your opinion on the law, it ain't opinions. That law, I just showed him the federal law. Didn't I show you too? The federal law says that, motor vehicle. Okay, so you have 10 days. You must contact the court within 10 days. No, you must. No, I will, but I'm just saying. Okay, well, I know there'll be a warrant for your arrest, so whatever you know do is up to you. If you read the back, you'll get justice for dealing with sanctions. Oh, he's a Peter. Because I don't handle myself in court anyway. What's your name? Very good. Super Sass, badge number 1230. Hey, I'm just like, trouble for this. See, what should I tell you? Ray, you've done a fight in your hand legally.
Here you go.
Me on this. You got a fight in your hand, me.
That one is me.
This is Ypsilanti, right?
Correct. We're in Ypsilanti Township, 14B District Court.
See. You in court for a lawsuit. You can't go for me.
All right. Are you riding with them? Because you can't be on the freeway either.
That's another.
And now that I know it's 14B, Washtenaw has 14A, 14B, and 15. And now that I know it's 14B, I will look that up after the stream and post whatever I find on the old community post. And I might even tag Colin just to annoy him.
That's another law. Valley. You want to walk along here?
What are you doing for lunch?
It's state law. You guys are stuck in state law. The state law says you can't wear the shirt. Stuck. Stuck.
Where are you going for lunch?
I'm going to say my...
Well, it's like Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
It's a metric.
Well, they wouldn't even give you your name. At least he gave you your name, right? Yeah, it was kind of some give and take with it. I had to explain a few things to us, but...
Hopefully the very good at him. I mean, he's great on your end, but yeah, like you're in.
I feel like at some point, like, he's never going to accept what I tell him, so...
So I've already got lawsuits, but
It's not a citizen, so... Okay, it doesn't matter. All right.
Just in the court, it might be, like, 5 years from now, so... I'm not concerned. Like, I'm doing the right thing. Like,
He's a safety hazard. He was called in as a BLL earlier. Yeah, no, you're so just type everything out. You're good. Yeah.
this should have switched it to the auto block.
what's that?
So go up, and then just
Yeah, that's their problem. So my, you get to that for that.
They don't have insurance on it, so...
You know what? I think I remember this case. I think I've talked about it before, actually. Irish Dublin became a member of the K-Farmy. Thank you. And as you guys know, memberships are better than super chats because you get to see my stuff early. If I remember correctly, this was the case. I want to say it was in front of Judge Washington. And he submitted as evidence his little bullshit guru. These are the Supreme Court cases that apply to this case. And it came back the next case or the next hearing. The prosecutor was like, I got a chance to look at your paperwork. The Supreme Court decisions you submitted either have don't say what you think they say, or they don't exist at all. And then they're like, do better, Eric Martin. I believe that's the case that this is for. But I could be wrong. Probably not, but could be.
Well, they ran it in all 50, and yeah.
Just 30. Yes.
I ran the plate too, and that it has like.
Did that plate on the line there?
No.
Should have taken it.
What's that?
Should take that as track.
I don't have wire cutters.
What's it need? Wire?
It's got zip ties on it. You have some for it?
Right. It's sharp. Thank you. No.
Right. Here you have a muff bunch for me. Season the plate.
Get my leg out of the way.
Good call. Good call.
I wouldn't trust me.
Okay, Deborah, I'm glad I'm not crazy. That was D.A. McDuffie. She tore Eric a new. Yeah. Yes, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every second of it, which is probably why apparently he's never been back. And I'm hoping it's Timo, something. Became a member of K-Fans. I don't remember what level that was because now I have to look it up eventually. But thank you for becoming a member. Right now for members, I think I have like 7 or 8 shorts out right now for members that will be dropping in the next 8 days, 9 days. And I do plan on the moment I finish this stream trying to get a video to put out at 5 or 6 today. So that will drop for members first for a few hours and then it'll come out. And then we'll see where the night takes me.
Thank you, sir. What's that? What's the sticker to? May of 2020. I looked at the plate and I saw the tearing. I was like, "There's no way that's a recent plate." Plus, it's past May and it's not 2020. So, I'm also seizing your plate. It's unlawful use. So.
Oh, no, I don't even want anyone. That's it.
Okay.
A wife's favorite point anyway, and
Okay.
you can't get your in nowhere.
Okay.
Guess what? A crime is not a crime. There's no injured party. Under the standing doctrine, you can't get me for a crime in anything. I know the state says this about, but guess what? I'm gonna be getting for it you, because under the standing doctrine, a plaintiff must have standing suit, which means they must suffer
Okay.
injured party.
All right. Are you guys good?
No one injured. That's no good charge. I'll get dismissed.
What's that?
Just like
One
that
more
goes
strap
down.
is going to the dock.
Wait,
I'm not charging you with this. I'm just taking it.
fine, whatever. You shouldn't be stealing none of my property.
All right. Well,
All you steal.
it's the state of Michigan property.
All your charges, just like I did in Southgate Complex. You know, hey,
I have a question.
Hey,
Hey, I have a question. If you don't need a plate on it, why'd you put a plate on it?
so it's already on it.
Well, why didn't you take it off?
Why should I? Well, I ain't worried about it. I'm not worried to have one on
You don't need a plate on it, so why even put one
You
on?
know what I was going to put on here? Private property, no trespass. That's what I was going to
Maybe you should put a slow move vehicle sign on it. You guys have a great day.
You guys doing trespass.
State of Michigan property too. So.
Itself, I came back there, so just make sure you enter that.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely,
Just
yeah.
send to us. Just say, hey, seized improper.
Send the admin message over.
Yeah, the Secretary of State.
You don't need if you don't need a license plate to drive, why did you even put one on there? Well, what's on there? Like, maybe you should put a soda vehicle sign on it.
All right, where are you going for lunch?
Where are you going for lunch? Yeah, turns out that's the video. Everyone thank Colin. Hold on one second. Lawn. And I'm not doing booze and body cam right now. So that's completely useless. So let me go back. Let me gather myself real quick before I start going off on this nonsense and then get off here. So we've got Eric Martin saying no victim, no crime. Even though in the definition of crime, as per the Cornell Law website, I'm going to trust the Cornell Law website much, much more than Eric Martin, who did a significant time in prison. Even their definition says something about drug crimes, which has no victim outside of yourself. Even they consider that a crime. Per the definition of crime, that's in there. So the no victim, no crime is bullshit. I really love when they also use corpus delicti without actually understanding or knowing what it means. What else did he say? It kind of goes for what I was saying way earlier about the license plate. If you don't need a license plate, why is it on there? Oh, you kept it on there because it was preventing you from being like, oh, there's no license plate. Let's pull that guy over. They saw a plate, kept it moving. Saw a plate, kept it moving. But now, oh, yeah, take my plate. I don't need it anyway. Why was it on there, Eric Martin? Why was it on there? Like, do better. All right. Why not thank Mr. Martin to provide? If you guys want to, I'm not going to tell you to do it, but if you guys want to, go over to Eric Martin's Facebook page and tell him to keep up the good work. Tell him to keep fighting the good fight for the people of the country. And tell him that if he gets arrested again to email me so that I can help him fight the good fight. Oh, Mr. Martin needs the pickle lawyer. The pickle lawyer Tiffany LLC. If you guys didn't see that yesterday, Chris, was it yesterday or was it Thursday? When Chris was in court and he was so terrified of his victims that he needed to be escorted to the car by his elderly attorney who just broke his arm not that long ago, even though Chris is like allegedly 6 foot, about 400 pounds. What's your attorney going to do? Oh, God, that shit pissed me off. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I am going to go try to find a video on a sovereign. I don't know. Walking is traveling. Yeah, if you got 2 legs, you can travel all you want. But yeah, that's a video. If you guys want to, do me a favor. The link is in the chat. It's the pinned comment for my 3rd channel. Go like that, subscribe, all that jazz. I think I have 344, maybe. Yeah, go subscribe over there. You stopped following Chris, waste of time. The biggest waste of time for me is the fact that he had court this month twice, and they scheduled his jury trial out for March of next month or next year. Like, what? But yeah, that's a video. Go subscribe to that other channel. I'm going to knock a video out for that today as well. Everybody have a good rest of your weekend. Bye.